Hey guys, welcome back to another Stitch with me. It's Monday afternoon for me, and it didn't work out for me to film this morning, so I didn't think I was going to get to, but I'm going to try right now, even though my dogs keep barking. My husband's supposed to drop something off to me here in a few minutes, so it'll probably go crazy when that happens, but I'll just pause it. So I'm really close to finishing my September calendar crates. I just have to finish this pumpkin, add 2 more pumpkins, and I think add a couple leaves and I'll be done. So I thought I would just pull that out and work on it right now and maybe even finish that to put up tomorrow on my, no wait, tomorrow's 31st. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing good. I've been trying to keep up with the news about the hurricane, and I just hope everybody's safe if you live in Mississippi or Louisiana. So my thoughts and prayers are with everyone down there. I have seen stuff on social media that I haven't seen on the national news, but hopefully everybody's okay. But you know, it's really heartbreaking stuff goes on during that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So I'm about to finish this floss right here on this pumpkin, so I'm just gonna work on this and then I'll start a new one. So Friday I filled my floss tube, and then Saturday I just needed a break from stitching. I picked up like 3 different pieces and everything just felt wrong, and I thought, hang on a second. So I thought, you know, I just need to take a break. I'm a little burnt out. I've been stitching, you know, a good bit. And so what I did is, sorry if I'm shaking the camera, this lap desk will hit the table that this camera extension is tied to. So what I did is I watched, what did I watch? I watched the Project Runway show. Well, okay, it used to be Project Runway with Heidi Klum and Tim Gunn, but now they've moved to Amazon Prime and it's called Making the Cut. So I watched that, and that was a lot of fun because I love watching them sew and make clothes. I wish I could do that. I have tried to sew clothes. I used a really good tutorial by Crafty Gemini where she takes a t-shirt that you already like. So she says, you know, pick a t-shirt, and this is years ago, but I'm sure the tutorial is still on her channel, that you really like, and then you just use that as a template. And I did try that, but it's so different than quilting. I mean, it's completely different. The way you do all your seams, the type of needle and thread and fabric, and it's stretch fabric, and I hated working with, I mean, you don't have to work with stretch fabric. When you're plus size, you need stretch fabric. So I just hated it, and I made the shirt, but I didn't finish one of the sleeves, so I really couldn't wear it anywhere. But it did turn out well. I just didn't finish it. I'm running through the house.
I'm trolling.
You're trolling. So yeah, that was about the only thing I've done as far as making clothes. I made an apron, and it was a horrible apron. It was embarrassing. At the time I posted on social media, I was so proud of it, but like looking back, it was a hot mess. I need to end this, it's getting too short. So yeah, I love watching that, the Making the Cut. That was a lot of fun. Somebody turned his music up. Hey, can you turn your music down? Hey, can you turn your music down? Thank you. So, I can't remember. It seems like I watched something else, but I just basically took a break from cross stitch. And I had to have watched something else because I didn't cross stitch the whole day. I mean, I didn't do anything. I didn't go anywhere. And then Sunday, I got caught up on chores. This is my messy back. I had to hold my pad around. This is my messy back. I don't care. I saw somebody said something on the Fat Quarter Shop. They did their beginner cross stitch series. They started that today, and somebody commented that, or no, was it that? No. It was on Pat Sloan's video today. Yeah, Pat Sloan. They commented that it was important to have a neat back, and you know, that's the way they were taught. Same as they were taught to press their seams to the side. And I'm like, I mean, yeah, but like, my mom also used to iron her blue jeans, but like, I don't mean I iron my blue jeans. I mean, you have other options. So when it comes to crafting, there's not really a right way or wrong way. As long as you're enjoying yourself and having fun, if it makes you happy to have a neat back, then have a neat back. If it makes you happy to ignore it, ignore it. I mean, it's not work, it's not a job, so you should be doing what makes you happy. So don't let anybody ever make you feel bad because you have a messy back or your quilting seams aren't straight. I mean, shoot. Just have fun. Do what you want to do. That's my philosophy. But I'm a very type B personality. So I'm that way with everything. I'm like, there's very few things I'm particular about. And those things I make known, my husband knows, like there's a couple things I'm particular about. But in general, no, I'm very type B. So, yeah, I've always been really messy. And that was always my downfall. My mom would get so mad. Because my mom was always so neat and clean, and I struggled when I was a kid. They would be like, clean your room, and I would just sit there in a pile of junk, and then I would get in trouble. And my brother, his room would be, he was just like my mom. Like, he would have all his furniture polished and everything would be perfectly in its place and everything. And me, I'm like, I can't find my toys. And when I was a teenager, I learned how to hide things in corners and under the bed and in the closet. So, these stitches are right, but the variegation in the blue make it look like it's wrong. Because I don't know, just the way it is. So, I struggle with organization because my thing is, like, okay, my husband and I, we have very different cleaning and organizing styles. My husband likes to see what's immediately in front of him. Move this. My husband likes to see immediately what's in front of him to be clean. So that's his goal. So he'll just take everything and put it in a spot and hide it, right? It's not like he's really hiding it. He's just putting it up. But, like, there's no rhyme or reason to where he's putting it. Me, I get hyper-focused on organizing smaller spaces and I forget about the big picture. Like, okay, I cleaned yesterday, Sunday. I cleaned all day long. I took breaks from my back, but, like, all day long. I would clean and organize, and then I would take a break. I clean, organize, take a break. And you couldn't tell I got anything done because I didn't get the major chores done, like sweeping, mopping, you know, things like right when you walk in the door and you see. I was doing, like, my drawers in my bedroom and going through my toiletries, and y'all know what I mean, like doing the smaller things. And so and my husband, like, he's the exact opposite. So what he does is he moves all my stuff. So I'll be looking for something and I'm like, where did you put, let's just say my scissors, okay? Let's say if he found these scissors. Now, these are my cross stitch scissors. They go on my cross stitch table. If they're not, if they're scissors like this and they don't go on the cross-stitch table, then you put them on my sewing desk. Well, he'll go put them in the kitchen cabinet where I keep my kitchen shears. And I'm like, where are my scissors? I don't know where your scissors are. What do you mean? They didn't walk off. They got to be somewhere. Walk in the kitchen and they're in there with the kitchen shears. I'm like, there they are, because he doesn't even realize he's doing it. I mean, he does not realize. I'm like, why did you? He's like, well, that's where the other scissors are. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he's being dumb. That's just his way of cleaning. And it's different than my way. He's just like, this needs to go up somewhere. So I'm going to put it up with the kitchen shears. Well, so what happens is I get frustrated because I can't find what I need. And he gets frustrated because the things that he likes to be done is not done. Okay, so he had to bring me my artificial sweetener. I have to have, it's so crazy. Okay, so I had gastric bypass, and it's been a couple years, so I can eat some things with sugar and I'm fine, and other things with sugar make me sick as a dog. So one thing that I cannot have, it'll make me so sick, is drinks with sugar. So I can't have anything sweetened. It's got to be unsweet or with artificial sweetener. And so if I don't have artificial sweetener, I can't drink coffee, or I have to drink unsweet tea and stuff like that. So he dropped off my sweetener because I ran out. But yeah, but I can eat a Reese cup and it doesn't make me sick, and that's like nothing but sugar. So it just is the speed of your body, speed of how fast it, moves through your stomach, is whether I can have it or not. If it's something like a drink or something that digests really quickly, it makes me sick. So, so yeah, we have very different cleaning styles, and I have always struggled with being messy, always. And college, in my 20s, I don't know, I would just like kind of blank out. Like once it got so bad, I would just blank out. I didn't know what to do, didn't know. And my mom taught me. Now don't get me wrong, my mom was strict. Like I had chores to do. I had to vacuum, dust, do laundry, wash dishes. I had to do all that. She definitely made me work growing up, no doubt. But when it came to actually keeping a house organized, I didn't know how to do that. So when I had Parker, I said, I have got to figure this out. I've got to learn how to do this. And so that's when I just tried, and I'd watch YouTube videos and organizing channels and things like that, and just try to learn techniques and learn how to just learn how to do things. And I still struggle with it, but if it's not like when I was in my 20s. Like, I just had to learn. Like, you're not born knowing these things. Sometimes you just gotta, I knew how to clean. Like, if you asked me to clean your house, I could clean your house. I could dust, vacuum, mop, wash the dishes. I could do all that. But as far as organizing and figuring out systems and how to not let closets and drawers and counters get overran, that's what I had to learn. So, and I'm still learning it. After yesterday, one of the things I did was I went through my cross-stitch patterns, which I don't have a ton of cross-stitch patterns. A lot of patterns I stitch I give away on this channel. I don't keep them. And most of the ones I buy, I stitch them pretty quickly. I just have a small stack of patterns I haven't stitched. So that wasn't too bad. I had to go through, I have one of those tiered tray carts. Let me make sure this is recording. Okay. I have one of those 3 tray, carts, like from IKEA, or I got mine at Michael's. And I actually have 2 of them. One of them I use for homeschool supplies, and the other one I use for sewing supplies. So I went through my cart, and I threw away some things that I didn't need anymore that were old or not usable, and I just reorganized it. So sometimes I don't want to sew if my stuff gets messed up. It's, you know, you can't find anything, you don't know where your pieces are, you don't know where this ruler or that ruler is. So I got all that straightened up, and it made me feel so much better. And then this morning I got up and I just straightened up my sewing desk and dusted everything and put little things away that need to be put away, because I've really got to finish my Serendipity quilt from Fat Quarter Shop. I'm so close. I'm on the last row, and once I do that, I can put the whole quilt together. So that's really what I need to get my button gear and work on that. And I have all these project bags I want to make, and maybe even sell if they turn out halfway decent. So I just haven't been doing a lot of that because I've had a lot of back pain and stuff, so I haven't been going over there doing it, but now I want to. Alright, so I'll make sure I count this right. This has been a fun one. I still got my July trucking along up because I didn't finish August, and I don't have September, October. And I was looking because I thought, well, I'm just going to go ahead and buy October. But I kind of like September, and I thought about, instead of putting September on it, of just putting like Hello Fall or Fall Y'all or something, and using that for both months because I really like it. I like the colors, and it's leaves and pumpkins. I mean, it's perfect for September and October. Really November too. I could leave it up for all 3 months. So, I don't know, I might do that. So, I can get it from our Etsy store. So, yeah. But I don't want to take it down because even though it says July, it still looks pretty. And if I take down, because I got it on the Walmart house, oh, I need to pay attention to what I'm doing. Okay, I went one stitch too far. So I asked everybody in my last floss tube, what should I stitch? Oh, I went the wrong way. What should I stitch next? Should I do Main Street or Country Cottage Needleworks? Because the three, I'm going to have to pull this out. The three that I actually was thinking of, the first one was Snow Village, because that's my oldest whip. And the second one was Main Street, because I started that. I started that when I started Winter Rose Manor on New Year's. One was New Year's Day, one was New Year's Eve, but they were like within an hour apart because I did them one before midnight and one after midnight. And I don't think even a quarter of the first one done on Main Street. And then Santa's Village. So both of those I have struggled. Let's see. Oh, I did have that right. Okay. Well, anyway. Both of those I have struggled to get them done. Which y'all know, okay, with Santa's Village, it's because I messed up that one and I put it away for a long time. And then with Main Street, okay, now see, this is not symmetrical, so it's throwing me off. With Main Street, I don't know what it is. Why I don't pull that out and work on it. I really like the fabric. I really like the colors. So that's why I thought those two would be good to do for my 25/7, at least for a little while, because I do want to do them. They're just not getting done. And they're big pieces. So, you know, these little pieces, I'll just show the table. These little pieces I'm not too worried about. So, I haven't counted the votes, but I think Santa's Village has more votes. So I thought about doing Santa's Village and finishing one, and then if I don't have another project picked out, then finish one of the houses on Main Street, and I could switch back and forth. So it really just depends on what kind of starts I have, and if I start something that's similar to Winter Rose Manor, that's sort of like that sampler style. But if not, I could just switch back and forth for the rest of the year to see how much I get done on those two pieces. So we'll see. I'm gonna think about it. Okay, let's make sure I get this done. With the Main Street, I really just wanted to get that done before my husband's term as mayor is over, which is in 2 years and 4 months. So that gives me plenty of time. And it doesn't have to be done by then, but I would like to have it done by then and get it framed. I'm sending off Winter Rose Manor tomorrow. I got the paper. They total framing, they have paperwork that you fill out and you mail with your piece. So I printed that out and filled it out, and I'm gonna do the shipping label tonight and mail it out tomorrow to them. So I really hope I get that back for Christmas. I am scared of how much it's going to cost, but I do know they give you options of prices, so it's not like I'm just stuck with one price, because it is a big piece. So, and I've never had anything framed before, so alright, let me count this, make sure they're right. Okay, so I don't know. And then you have to choose between conservation glass and museum glass, and I was like, well, I don't know, because you don't know how much it's going to cost. So what if I pick museum glass, and I don't know, is it like a $15 difference or is it a $100 difference? They don't tell you anything about per square inch or anything like that, so I don't know. So I think when they call, I'm just going to ask them and be like, can you give me a price for both? Because they call you, I guess, and give you examples of, they give you, it says 3 to 5 options of frames, and you can choose. So I think I'll just ask them then. I'll be like, okay, what's the price difference between the museum glass and the conservation glass? Because if it's not much, I'm going to pay the extra money to get the museum glass. But if it's a ton, no, I'll just get conservation glass. It ain't going to hurt nobody. It's, you know, I don't think it's going to be in the sun or anything for either one. But you never know. I don't want to say that and then it gets sun faded. So, but they both say the conservation clear and the museum glass both protect from UV rays, but the museum glass doesn't have glare, from what I understand from my little Google search. That's what it said. And I thought about sending a second piece, my Bent Creek Nativity Row. I thought about sending that one and getting that one framed too, because I really want to give that to my mom, and I think it would be better if it was framed for her, and she could just hang it on a command hook or something at Christmas. I don't know. So I might dig that out and send that one too, because it would be small. That's a small piece, because she really likes that. Or I might just keep it for my house. I don't know. That's one I could stitch again, which I gave the pattern away, but I could even buy the pattern again. I don't know. I really like that. I really like that pattern, Nativity Row. There's a Bent Creek pattern I want so bad, and it's not released yet. It was released to the Silver Needle Club, and it's called Bent Creek Each Day. And I first saw it on Sambree Stitches. I guess she was in that club, so she received it, and this was, gosh, this was probably last summer maybe, and I thought it was, I love that pattern, and I love the saying, and I love the pattern. So I have had a saved search on eBay ever since then for that, and I'm sure they've came up, but if they've came up on eBay, it's been before I could get one. So I've really been wanting it. And then I saw it on FlossTube. I think it was Stephanie on Pam and Steph that she had gotten it off either somebody had sent it to her or she had bought it on Stash Unload. And I hope they release, that one's messed up. I hope they release a pattern soon because I love it so much. And it's finished like a drum, but I like it the regular way where it's just it kind of goes across like the rows. Let's see how I'm doing on time. Okay, I guess I'll finish there. I have nothing exciting going on today, y'all. Just talking about what a messy person I am. But I hope you enjoy stitching with me, and I hope you have a good day. I should be able to pop on here Wednesday and do another one. And on Wednesday, hopefully I'll have either Santa's Village or I'll work on Main Street. So, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.